Hello. I have not recorded in a long time, but I am excited for this. This is the first Nintendo video I've ever made, and it's taken a week to be able to record this one video. I have already played Metroid Dread. I've played it through many times. You can see I'm getting better and better at beating it. So I'm making a new save to do a walkthrough rather than a playthrough, because then I'll be faking a video. I've beaten it many times in normal mode, so I'm playing hard mode. So I might die a lot. But if you haven't played, which is why I'm assuming you'll be looking at a walkthrough, you're probably in normal mode, because you need to beat the game in not hard mode. Just let everyone read this in their own time. Okay, so that's basically the storyline of why everyone's on ZDR, and kind of like a recap of the previous Metroid game, which I sadly don't have. But I can't have it because it's on a different console, and I only have a Switch. As a minute. That is ZDR.
ZDR's atmosphere.
Seems quiet.
The bounty for this mission does not seem appropriate.
Entering the
I think
atmosphere in
that's
T
referring
minus
to the
10.
Emmy of Lost
9,
Assets.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's hard to commentate when I know everything's gonna happen.
That elevator leads to the depths of an underground facility.
That's the
Signal
Various,
quality is likely to be low. Remote
that's
communication
not the same suit sounds as in
Try to connect to
when
the
she wakes
facility's
up,
network
which is a
and reach the
bit
bottom of
weird
that
and
way.
suspicious.
Gaining contact.
We do eventually get the Various suit back though, and then we get the gravity suit. The gravity suit looks a lot better. This is kind of like a flashback. I won't spoil what that guy's name is, but they're powerful. Actually, I only like Samus has only had halfway through her abilities. Like she doesn't have every ability she has by the time I have another face off with this guy. What happens here, we don't know. So the main objective of the game is literally to leave VDR. So this might be obvious, but from here go left. These things are a bit weird. They're passive, but they'll hurt if you touch them. Just shoot them, when you come near you jump over them, and then start shooting them again, if they come near you. Find that. Shoot this. Right under here. I was stuck at this bit on my first playthrough for a long time. Shoot this. Jump on here. Shoot this. Kill this, it makes things really easier. And sometimes it gets in the way. And you can jump up like that. So you shoot this block for a missile, that should be a given. And you shoot this block, what would be down that block, with a power beam. It won't look like that, it'll just look like a regular block, some of them are hidden. And you shoot this button, and then you come through. And then you should be in here.
Uploading data.
So you've accessed the network station. Well done, Samus. I have reviewed your vital signs and video log from the data you uploaded. I've run a full analysis, but I cannot account for why you lost consciousness. My readings indicate dramatic physical changes in you. Whatever caused these changes seems to have stripped you of most abilities. You might call it physical amnesia. That brings me to your assailant. I am checking the Federation database against your video log.
So there's a computerized version of Adam Malkovich. If you know your Metroid history, he died. You don't need to kill this thing. I'm just a horrible person, so I will end this life. Fine, it'll come back to life. It might be a bit more important to kill that one. And you slide in here, and this thing comes out. So you counter attack it and press Y and straight after, and that's where to kill it. So just want to quickly come up here and remind it if I'm going too fast. When you slide through here, it'll come to this bit. Blathering on about, like, oh, there's a hidden area linking there with the map. We know. If you do this, it might be well hidden, but you'll find it eventually. And you jump up here, grab this missile, touch that missile, and you'll get 2 more missiles. Missiles are very important. Because that's the only thing you can damage most bosses with, apart from something else, but no spoilers. Ah, he is Emmy. This one has been very badly done to by the Solvo. So when you see the flash, you press X. When you press X for this Emmy door, it will automatically bring the flash up when you press X, so you can do that when you're on time. For all the other ones, you have to get the time of it. When you jump up here, you can either wall jump or grab on the other side, whatever you find easier. And then you come through here. This is the central unit. In each Emmy Zone, you kill one of these, and you get energy for a special weapon. And that special weapon can do some damage. Especially to a certain robot. So, you do what it says on the bottom. You shoot this off. That's how you can get back out of here. Give yourself as much room as possible and start starting it straight away. And then aim at the red core in its head, and when it goes blue, that's when you're aiming directly at it, and that's when you fire. And it'll kill the enemy. And then you never have to worry about that enemy again. So now you can come out this door. Now you can come out this door, which was blocked from the other side before. So remember this place? You come back up. Because you destroyed the pulsing mass on the other side, you can now access here. You can stop here and save your progress if you want to. I'm going to because I don't want to waste any time. And have on the next video on Metroid. There, done, saved. So this bit, don't go through this door because you can't yet. You slide into here, come up here, shoot this, and the water will leak out. So you won't have some fatigue and you can access up here. But you can't go back. This is the point of no return. You can't slide underneath. You have to do something at a later date to be able to go through there again. It's so hard to not spoil anything and still do commentary. That is an Emmy Zone door. It's very annoying because it means that you're in Emmy Zone and the Emmy is trying to kill you. You can see why I don't like it. So quickly come through here, and when you go through this door, there he is. There's the Emmy. It might not be obvious, but this one is in a tad better condition than the other Emmy. And it appears to be quite annoyed. You would be too. Someone started instantly firing at you as soon as it saw you. You'd be annoyed. So at this point the Emmy can't get you. And the only way forward is to shoot this toasty man. But when you destroy it, the Emmy has a route to you and it will instantly start taking it. There, it's already off. So you're gonna come up here, through the power beams off, up here. You can slide through there, but you can also go through that door or lead to the same place. And when you come through here, this is an Emmy Zone door, but it's locked because the Emmy knows where I am. It will give up the suit though, and then you can through. Because it's not facing you anymore. There's another missile tank here, so just take that. The door will lock on you, but that's okay because you can open it at a later date. Sometimes you get locked in this network station room. Just talk to Adam. That's what it wants you to do, that's why it won't let you leave.
Both Emmy you encountered were clearly trying to capture you. They may have been hacked. If so, it's reasonable to assume all Emmy will be hostile. Emmy send out a pulse to detect vibrations in the air within a certain range. Essentially, they can hear you. Upon detecting vibrations, an Emmy enters surveillance mode to track their source. Stay out of its line of sight when this happens. Otherwise, the danger to you increases dramatically. An Emmy that has seen you will begin pursuit. Part of the pursuit protocol is to seal the Emmy Zone exits. You will be trapped inside. To survive, you must leave its range of pursuit. Evade the Emmy and it will disengage. This will also unseal the exits. An Emmy never leaves its assigned zone. Their control system must permit them to operate only within that range. I estimate a 99% probability of death if an Emmy captured. There may be a very small opportunity to escape, but exploiting this window will be virtually impossible.
For most things you can counter-attack, you can do it on the flash or a bit after the flash. But in Emmy it has to be on the flash. It has to be when the flash happens, is basically what it means.
The Emmy are immune
It
to
doesn't
your
tell you
current
that, not
weapons.
explicitly.
You lack the unique energy used to defeat the first Emmy. Your only option now is to evade capture and find an exit. Your highest priority in an Emmy Zone should be simply to survive.
Save your progress whenever you can. Really, it's not a requirement, it just makes things easier. Then you need to jump up here, kill that slug. I don't know why there's so many of them. Try not to have a wiggly aim and destroy this. Then come up here and destroy this. That opens up a route through here. Unfortunately, you can't get this missile tank yet because you don't have the right ability to do it. No, I didn't mean to do that. The Emmy Zone doors will lock after you leave them, so try not to. Hold on. Through here. Alright, you can't go through these. You can't ward them off the tilted surface, so you can't go through there. It's just the Emmy. That's unfair though, they got sorted. So I'm guessing through here. Oh yes, I remember this bit. Very annoying. The Emmy just went through there. Oh no. The Emmy is actually stupid. Try and come through here as quickly as possible and evade the Emmy. It won't always be in the same place depending on how fast you play. It will move around even when you're not in the zone. Doesn't think, oh Samus isn't in the zone, I may as well just sit still. It will keep moving. Yeah, you can kill all those. They don't do a lot of damage. If you shoot that, there'll be a missile tank, but you can't get in one block spaces yet, unfortunately. Open this and come through here. You can save your progress as well. There's quite a few save points, like when you play it really quickly, there's tons. There is a missile tank there, no matter how much you try because of the tilted bit, you can't get it from there. You do have to take a bit of a detour. I always forget about that detour and I never get the missile tank. It's very annoying. Kill all these really quickly. You can get pickups from them, get missile replenishment or health replenishment. So you can get that from pretty much everything. So you see that and that drains the water out. You can't do as much in water until you get the gravity suit. So you can't jump up here until you've drained the water. But once you've done that, come in here. This is an important room. It's probably the second most important. The save room being the least important, because you can save your progress in every room like this, and the network station being the most important because you can't play the game without them. That just gives you an area map, and basically it doesn't give you a full map, but you only get detailed versions of the places you've already been. But it shows you the boundaries of the different rooms and what's in the different rooms. So a yellow room is a save station, area map station, or a network station. A blue room is just a basic room. Grey is an Emmy room, and a purple room is a shuttle or elevator. So if you want to get straight on with the story, you go down. But for those of you who want to get as many missile tanks as I know where to get them, come through here. Suit this must be once, it'll come and attack you. Counter attack it and shoot it, and that takes him out of the way. And then you appear and you can get the missile tank. You don't have to go back down and do all the fatigue in the water again. You can just come down, go back through. Some doors it'll never let you go back through, some of them it will. If you see one of those, you can spend a missile to kill it, or you can run and press counter while running. You do a dash melee, and that's quite effective. It gets a lot of pickups. You have to stand on this until the fan breaks. I'm definitely not going to stand here long enough. There's a way through. Come on. When you see it break with like this electric thing, that's a good sign. That means it's worked. And then slide down there, down here, and out this Emmy door. This is a an energy replenisher, but so you can use that if you're taking some damage somewhere. Oh yeah, I can't use that yet. It's kind of a spoiler. This is the dead end until I can get something else, but that leads to somewhere we've already been. So I go this way. And you break this, come down here. This is a missile cover, so you shoot that with a missile and it'll break, and then you can shoot the door open. So, front of that, kill this. Right. Murder that. Slide under here. Melee counter this orb and jump and touch the ability, and you'll get this. Charge beam. It focuses the beam energy to the powerful sword. It can damage robots and bosses, and they can open Sard's beam doors. And you can do a Sard's attack by spin jumping when the beam is fully charged, but don't do that because you take damage too. It does look really nice though. So now you can open these doors with the phased buttons. And back here, this is why you don't go to the right hand side, because you can't yet. You just can't. You may have wondered why I didn't just come through this door, but I couldn't. I physically couldn't. Slide under here, and this is an energy tank. It increases your health. You can kill that thing, but if you do sliding right, you can just avoid it. This takes you back here, so it seems kind of pointless, but there is somewhere where this does take you somewhere you haven't been yet, so just bear with me. Ow, that was rude. How dare you run into me? So for the third and I think final time, I'm not sure, you come through here. There. So you'll be back here. As I said, you can't slide under this, but what you can do is open this door, which leads somewhere you haven't been before. Oh yes, central unit. This one ain't so damaged. The Emmy ain't damaged, and this one ain't damaged either. This is the central unit, and he's not particularly powerful. Don't worry about getting in a fight with him. You just have to be really quick with missile shots and get good angles, and you'll master the fight. You may or may not remember this area. Crap. Hey, come at me. Oh god. Oh god. Oh no. Yikes. Let's just ignore that. That didn't happen. I totally didn't do that. I'm not guilty. Yeah, central unit. Sorry. Yeah, central unit. We know you're we know you're just below me. We can see a little thing on the minimap. Little marker. You think it's so special. It doesn't look so bad, but when you destroy its armor up, it looks really creepy. I'm going a bit faster this time, so... Oh, that's why you can't go up there. Hold on, I think I know what that is. I do know what that is. I'm not telling you because no spoilers. Right, this definitely moved. Yes, this definitely moves you on. I'm not a scam. Remember, get as many missile tanks as you see. Obviously, if you see one that I've missed, take it and tell me where it is. You can open these up if you want, but they are areas that are too hot. No, don't go in. Don't go in. That's the last thing you need to do. They're too hot. Areas that are too hot or too cold, the door or the way in or whatever will have red or blue mist coming from it. And I was hoping, you know, like the stereotypes of colours with temperatures, blue being cold, red being hot. depending on which abilities you have, you can eventually resist those areas. Those blue slime things, I just find those so annoying as well. Like, that's so annoying.
Uploading data.
There was no record of your assailant in the Federation database. However, there are records of a chosen warrior tribe. There is a strong possibility that you are connected. You have seen the warrior tribe's architecture and artifacts on this planet. I conclude that this was one of their settlements. But why would someone lead you here and send the Emmy after you? The footage of the ex-parasite may have been staged to lure you in. The situation remains unclear, but your priority hasn't. You have activated the magma supply system that has restored power to the closed thermal doors. Seek them out to proceed. Continue to search for the unique energy you employed against the first Emmy. It is the only way you can confront that. Unfortunately, this energy is limited. You may have noticed it dissipating after an Emmy is destroyed. There are 6 remaining Emmy hunting you. You have no means to confront them. Remember that.
Oh, I can't come through here. Where do I go? Did I go the wrong way? No, I didn't. Where did I screw up? But what point is the mistake at all point? Well, there's supposed to be a thermal door here. Yes, I missed the door. How you miss a door, I don't know. Every time I forget to jump to try and see if I can avoid that pitfall. When you slide through this bit. Hello, central unit. You can levitate. Right, aim up from directly below him and fire missiles as fast as you can. The gunshots can't be destroyed, but they can be dodged. The flaming rings can, with a dash melee or a missile, but they can replenish health and missiles, so make sure to do that. When you hit him enough, his arm will break. I'm a bit behind. And then he'll fall to the ground and his eye will look like it's fallen off. Because you may have noticed that this Emmy's core is slightly defended. That is why the door is also defended. Instead of charging your beam, hold Y and that breaks the plating. And then you can fire it. It goes the same way for the Emmy. So really what you want to do with an Emmy is to find a long open space like this. A long flat space. You saw me use a long flat space last time. I'm using it again this time. Why is my aim so safe? Yes. If it gets that close and you're a beginner who hasn't killed enemies like that before, run through the door to give yourself a bit of clearance. It doesn't give you much space, but you'll see it come through the door and you will get a bit of time to charge the Omega Cannon again. spider magnet. Right, those blue surfaces. I can finally say this. Each Emmy gives you a different ability. I've been itching to say that. So, spider magnet, you can stick to blue surfaces essentially. There, I've just saved you from having to read that long description. You can stick to blue surfaces, but only blue surfaces like this. So you climb here, which you couldn't do before. Oh no, oh for goodness sake. So you attach to this and jump on this. This will come down. You can only get off it when it's all the way down and it's completely stopped moving. Otherwise it will go back up. There will be monsters and enemies in an Emmy Zone that you've cleared and eliminated the Emmy in. Because there needs to be a threat everywhere. Like some way to die. So again, get the missile tank, close without being blocked. Jump on this. Da 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 da. Mad sick. Kill this little weird. That I was about to say something, but that actually sounds really bad. So you run along here, slide under this, and when you come through there, there's no going back. Hello, whatever creature you are. This thing will get more excited the closer to it you come. And when you get close enough, it will flash and you shoot it. Why is that on the door? Why does it give you so much health? Well, I'll show you. Remember that thing I showed you? That I said I knew what it was, but I didn't say? Well, it was this guy. Well, it looked nothing like it. I could barely see it. He can go invisible, and that was only its tail. This is Corpius. When he does that attack, go close to him, and you can hit him with lots of missiles at a time. When he does that, you can shoot it to pick up. When he does that attack, you have to jump to dodge it. I know I didn't. Small brain, sorry. If you're quick, you'll do this phase relatively fast, and then you'll go invisible again. Well, not again, but like he was when he came in the cutscene. And now you have to do this bit of his tail. You don't have to necessarily be inside the arc his tail makes for this attack. You just, because you can shoot it, it's the tail you have to shoot. You can shoot it from in or out. Although you can't see his head, so I would say stay outside of it. So you don't touch him. Because any enemy in general you touch, you will take damage from it. After that happens, he'll hit the wall on that side and reveal a spider magnet bit. He'll also do it on the other side. He'll also have it on the other side, but you don't get to see that. And he'll go completely invisible and spin round. He's visible again as well, so you slide under him, and when you see the flash, try and do better timing than I did. Open fire. You should be able to get him onto his second phase again relatively quickly, and you can constantly attack his tail from up here. When he does that, drop down and open fire on his tail, then go back onto it. He'll spin back around again, slide under him, do the counter attack again, and you can open fire with his bow. Just really properly open fire. Don't have no mercy on this beast. And when he does that attack, you can really get some shots on him. And this, I've beaten Corpius now. Corpius looks like a scorpion, and I'm pretty sure Corpius is also an anagram scorpion as well. That's a fun fact. tail very narrowly misses Samus. Sounds a bit suspicious. Now I've harnessed his ability. Joke's on him. Now I'm the one who can go invisible. Basically, you press your right thumbstick in and you go invisible, and you can go through sensor lock doors. It'll eat away at that yellow bar that was at the top, and it's okay. When you run out, it starts taking your life force. Isn't that fun? Because we like our life force being stolen from us. You do need the Aeon bar to fully recharge to use it again though. You can't just start sapping more of your health. If you see a spider magnet wall on the yellow wall like this, jump on it. It'll take you places. We can now get past this very rude door, break this pulsing mass, jump onto this spider magnet. I've been here before, haven't I? Yeah, I have. Come through here. There should be a sensor lock door in here. You can get past with the phantom cloak. Yep, there it is. That was the wrong button. Die. I don't like those creatures. I hate them with all my heart, and I'm furious that they're in the game. I have nothing but contempt for them, and you will see why. What, they're there? I try and counterattack them, but because of where they are, I can't. They hit me first. I have nothing but contempt for them, for that reason only. It's like James A. Costello, would I like you, that kid in the cabin. Yeah, fire is a no-no, even when you've got abilities that make you fire resistant. Push this button! That sounds a bit weird, but there, new area, called Cataris. When I first saw this, I thought Artaria was green because I killed the Emmy, and Cataris was red because there was still an Emmy there. But no, it's pure coincidence. Every region is a different colour. Kind of. There's like 3 green ones. They're all different shades of green though, so I guess you can get away with it. I guess there's multiple shades of blue and purple as well. I'm bad at keeping secrets. So, as I've just done, and forgot to say, you may see this door is here. This will take you to nothing but a dead end and a load of very annoying robots. So go this way by shooting the terrain. Those robots are vastly annoying. It took me over 2 saves to realise I could counter-attack them when they had the little hammers up.
Uploading data.
CPR appears to be powered by thermal energy. Magma is pumped from the planet's interior and routed from there. I have located the central routing system for the magma. It is here in Cataris. Samus, your current suit cannot protect you as you explore Cataris. The extreme heat of the lava is too much for it. Under no circumstances should you enter high temperature areas. I know the shuttle somewhere above here. Use it to find a path forward. There is one other thing to discuss. It is your new Phantom Cloak ability. The Phantom Cloak prevents the Emmy from detecting you. Thus far, your only option was to run. Now, bypassing them is also an option. Use this to reach your objective. Note that using the Phantom Cloak severely decreases your mobility, and direct contact with an enemy will still result in capture. It is up to you whether to hold your position. Just be aware of your surroundings. The Phantom Cloak is useless. Once an enemy sees you, you will need to evade capture until it gives up pursuit. The Phantom Cloak can remain active after your aim has been depleted. It will consume your life energy instead. Consider it a desperate measure. Remember, it cannot drain your energy down to nothing. Judicious use of this technique will improve your probability of survival.
Oh, it's a suicidal thing that reminds me of Patrick. That's one of the most weirdest things I've said on camera. Well, I'm not really on camera, but my voice is recorded. So you do that, come through here. Oh no! The door's locked because I rerouted thermal energy. Whatever could we do? I'm trapped. I don't know how, I can't remember how on my first save I got past that without using Google, but I'm pretty sure I did. Whoever invented that creature is a terrible person. Oh, more suicidal Patricks. So that was the point of no return. This gets me every single time. Every time. I keep thinking it's part of the foreground. Like the foreground. Right, you've entered the Emmy Zone now. Let's see what this Emmy has to offer. It's green, so already getting good vibes from it. I mean, it's green, isn't it? Phantom Plug, only for saving my life. Yes, after eliminating this Emmy, we can go through tight spaces. Oh no. If when you open a door it opens slowly, that means it was locked from the other side as well. Comes back for you. Move out the Emmy Zone. Change this to power on. And believe it or not, don't go this way. Whenever you change a thermal thing, follow the pipe. Follow the pipe and you'll progress on. Every single time, I tell you, every time. Right, I've only got one thing to do. I've got to try and counter-attack it. Which I just did. When you counter-attack an enemy, you'll knock it senseless and it'll unlock doors. Which is why I found it as my only option. Always remember that. Never rely on counter-attacking an enemy. It was a very big risk for me to do it. I always try and push my luck with this and see how early you can get it every single time. You can shoot this normally, but it'll take a few shots, or you can just shoot it once with a third shot and it'll instantly do the Remember that. For a future event. I probably won't. Right, I think for once I've finally got the order right. Finally! Every single time I go through the wrong door. It's so annoying. Finally done it. Right now this bit up, this is how you really progress. You don't leave the Emmy Zone though. Every time I just want to leave the Emmy Zone. I just don't want to be here. Right, kind of the point of no return. Hurry, before the Emmy comes out of there and attacks you. Then you should be good to Phantom Cloak it. Don't forget to Phantom Cloak though, and get locked out. Because the Emmy will probably see you as well. And obviously, that's a no-no. No, I hope you don't go to the good place. Yeah, despicable creatures. I haven't taken the time to learn the name. I don't think I really want to know the name. I just want them to not be here.
Uploading data.
Emmy stands for Extraplanetary Multiform Mobile Identifier. It can procedurally modify and enhance its own capabilities. Its ability to configure itself to fit into narrow spaces is a standard feature. Any Emmy you encounter will likely do so. As it pursues you, you are not capable of destroying their armor plating. This will be true even at your full capabilities. You are faced with overwhelming power. Accept your helplessness. Study each Emmy carefully, and use the Phantom Cloak to advance. There are risks even here. The Phantom Cloak reduces your mobility and consumes more AN when you move or shoot. It is still your best chance at survival. Do not hesitate to destroy an Emmy whenever you discover more you need energy. This was not one of your original priorities. However, I see no other way to accomplish your goal. These existential threats cannot be sanctioned.
Straight through here. Ignore this stone thing. You can kill it if you're a murderous person like me, but don't take the risk because you... Don't take the risk if you don't think you're the best fighter in the game. Straight through. I would recommend taking this so you know how much you've explored and how much, like, where you can access places from. Once you've been everywhere, you should be alright. But until then, use this to get a rough method. That's what take you to the other side of here. Remember this place where I constantly accidentally go to this place through the Emmy door? This is what we need to destroy. But we can't yet because we don't have the right ability. We should get it soon though. That's active, so I don't have to take the long way. And lava has been depletificated. So I can go in there now with a basic power suit. I couldn't before, now I can. Why the Emmy always gets me this bit. Oh. Take that. Don't go out. Oh God, through here. In here. Open sesame. Oh. Oh. I hate this thing while I'm out as well. There, I go through. There, you can come in here now. Oh God, it's this room, isn't it? That's all I really need to do, but if you go a bit further you get an energy part and I can't resist. See, this is why I hate this room with all my heart. I just hate it. No, I wouldn't say. I didn't mean it. I'm just strategic about this. Gain more health. I'm in hard mode. Everything does 40 times more damage. Got the energy bar. I've got energy tank acquired. Energy capacity increased by 100. What's the point of this room? That's a question I've always had. What purpose does it serve? It's just here. Maybe its purpose is to be there. Hold on, my mission is to get to the surface. I'm there. Look, there's the sky, there's clouds. I've made it. Surely I've made it. I stick your arm in that. Oh my God, that sounds wrong. I should never have said that. Stand on the button. Come through here. Remember this area? You can't get that all the way. Oh look, it's another metagross. Dead. Here we are. New subtle. First subtle, the last one was none of it. Dairon. You may be wondering, we haven't eliminated the enemy here. We haven't eliminated the boss here. Where could I be going and why could I be going there? Honestly, I'm going to be very honest, because I'm a nice guy, kid. I need to pick something up from Dairon. We need to pick something up from there. Then we can go back to Cataris and slay the Emmy once and for all. And then get a new ability to go for Toast. I'm aware there's been some rooms I haven't saved in. I regret that. So, bring yourself down here. Avoid these buzzsaws. Kill this little pterodactyl thing. It's just the same as killing the little pterodactyl things in Artaria and the little blue men's society in Cataris. I've forgotten how to crouch. No, I haven't. I just don't have the ability to yet. Actually, I can crouch, but I can't do it the way I was trying to do it. A red one isn't... Oh, right, I can't use it yet. A yellow one of those will give you a total recharge. A purple one will give you an energy recharge, and a red one will give you an ammo recharge. Okay, break these. That's what you need to do. Break those, you'll slide out here. Push that button. That's something I'll say many times on this game because there's so many buttons to press. Let there be light. Right now, you can leave via the power beam door. Come up here, dodge that. Come through here. Oh look, there's a missile cover now. It wasn't the fact that I couldn't see it. I couldn't. But also, you need to turn the power back on to break a missile cover. Anyway, wide beam. You'll know why I need this to progress in Cataris. Remember the cover? Well, look how many beams I'm firing at once now. You might have also guessed from the beam door that is literally right there. So jump over that. This bit always get... What? So I booped a robot on the nose. There's no need to murder me. Through it instantly started charging a beam, but... You might have to stand still for a second or two before you can actually use the wide beam. But the thing with the wide beam, it's so much easier to aim, and I say that because you don't have to be as accurate. Well, that was unnecessary, wasn't it? See, it's this bit. It's this bit in hard mode that always gets me. Because everything does more damage. Everything is far more damage. And it's always in here with the dragons and the lasers. There's two dragons, one laser. You'd be surprised how powerful they are. That's not dead. I forgot there wasn't a range limit on that. That one was on me. How much health do I have when I'm going in these things? Cause like, I'm getting energy from killing another creature as well. I'm going in with 59. Then I kill this. I'm going into this with 84 health and failing. There, that one's dead. You'll be surprised how happy I am when I kill all these. I don't really show it much, but I feel genuine content for it, just like the blue things in Cataris. Break. Break. Up here. Lovely, a new Emmy. I've got 2 of them to worry about at once. Door closed. It's very fast, as you saw. It's quite a rapid Emmy. What power-up could I possibly get from it? Speed boost maybe? Anyway, I've saved my progress. I've been on a lot today. So I think it's a good time to wrap things up. So I'll see you in the next Metroid walkthrough, and goodbye.